Trust always changes three profound outcomes in personal and professional lives and in society. Those three outcomes are prosperity, energy, and joy. A company's reputation, its ability to partner and collaborate with others, its capacity to innovate, its effectiveness in engaging its people, its ability to attract and retain great people, the speed at which it executes all these dimensions of success, plus many more, are powerfully affected by trust. Hello everyone and welcome to Avid Wisdom, and here is the summary of the book called Smart Trust: Creating Prosperity, Energy and Joy in a Low Trusted World, written by Stephen M.R. Covey and George Link. If you are a startup or run any kind of company, or you are in the business of dealing with people, this book can help you in a great way. Watch this video till the end. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update, and hit the like button if you like this video. Trust is what makes a market work. It makes the world go round at its core. Capitalism is based on these three things: capital, liquidity and trust. When trust goes down in a relationship, on a team, in an organization, our country, speed goes down and cost goes up. Why? Because of many steps that have to be taken to compensate for the lack of trust. That is tax, low trust tax. Everything takes more time. Communication, redundancy and rework creates costly delays. On the other hand, when trust goes up in a relationship, on a team, in a company or in a country, speed goes up and cost goes down. People are able to communicate faster, collaborate better, innovate more and do business more efficiently. We call this a high trust dividend. Trust has a profound impact of joy in team, in organization, terms of employee satisfaction and the ability in companies to attract and retain talent. To get an idea of how fundamental trust is, just try to imagine a world without trust. Imagine how it would be like to drive your car if you had no trust in the character or competence of other drivers on the road. How to get into a plane where you had no trust in the competency of the pilot or the safety of the maintenance procedures. How would you admit yourself into a hospital if you had no trust that the doctor and the medical staff were properly certified and trained? At different times in our lives and in different situations, most of us tends to look at our personal relationships, our team, our organization, our government through one or two sets of glasses: blind trust or distrust. However, most of us don't even realize that we have these glasses on. We think we are seeing the world as it is. Sometimes when we want those things so badly that we ignore the evidence, as the expression goes, that which we want most urgently we believe most easily. The blind trust approach is risky and is typically does not represent the smartest way to operate in the low trusted world. More often than the blind trust, we tend to put on glasses of distrust. We view the world through the lens of suspicious. Though we think we are being smart in taking precautions to protect ourselves against all the things that can happen in this low trusted world, the cost of this approach can be incredibly high, particularly in the term of prosperity, energy and joy. Whenever there is a stress in a relationship, on a team, in an organization or in a community, a wasted tax is being paid. Clearly, although there is a risk in trusting too much, there is also a risk in not trusting enough. It puts tags of suspicion on every interaction that could be generating prosperity, energy and joy. How can we extend trust wisely in people when not everyone can be trusted? Smart trust, judgment of its competency, and a process that enables us to operate with high trust in the low trusted world and maximizes possibility that optimizes two key factors: propensity of trust and analysis. The propensity to trust is primarily a matter of heart. Having a high propensity to trust, extending trust deliberately and intentionally, is a vital dimension of smart trust, as long as it is combined with equally high analysis. If we were to focus on our propensity to trust, we would often be trusting blindly, and in the low trusted world, we would constantly be getting burned. To access smart trust, we need to combine high propensity to trust with equally high analysis. This is why, even with the strong propensity to trust, successful people and organizations set up provision for the rough 5% or so, depending on the situation. While the propensity to trust is primarily a matter of heart, analysis is primarily a matter of mind. Analysis refers to assess, evaluate, and consider implications and consequences, including risk. Let me conclude this video by saying smart trust is a splendid torch that we want to make burn as bright as possible, not only in handing it out to our future generation, but also in engaging current generation to achieve better results, feel stronger, and experience greater happiness. Other words, create prosperity, energy, and joy. Let me leave you with few thought-provoking questions. What has been your experience in working with others when people assume good intent on the path of others? What was your experience when they didn't? Who do you trust? Who trusts you and why? Think about a time when someone extending trust to you. What positive results did you produce? How did it help build your trustworthiness? Did it inspire you to trust person who extended trust to you, or to reach out to others and extend trust to someone else? Please comment down below. I would really appreciate if you share your experience with me. Hope you like this video. If you did, please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update. See you till the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.